Come along, come along, come along. We're going to be doing some wire wrapping today. We're going to use nature's perfect designs, some Fibonacci sequences, rolling into some golden meaning. We're going to calibrate ourselves to this beautiful morning. Actually, we're not morning anything. There's never a morning here. What we're doing is actually we're tuning into a grand rising. Welcome, welcome. We have already pre-stripped the copper wire from some old recycled job sites from a long time ago, now being transmuted, transformed, or transcended into the rest of this golden spiral that I'm making here. And in the process of the building it, we had all these little pieces that we put together already, and we pre-built some of them because it takes a long time to put all of these little pieces together. And so now, if you see how the bale is right there, yeah, the bale. Everybody likes to see the journey. You gotta start at the bale. If you're ever wire wrapping anything, all of you out there, what is a bale? A bale is where you put this through like that. So you wanna start your pieces with somewhere to hang it. Always start your piece with somewhere to hang it, okay? And once you do that, then you start. So we're gonna take this wire right now currently, this big, long, stretched piece, and we wanna smooth it. So we're gonna double it over. We're gonna run it through a cloth. We're gonna say, in the name of the universal flow of divine energy, we want all of the molecules inside of this copper from Venus to align with the divine design. Yes, that's right. Be nice and smooth and joyful. And when you put your intentions in it, it knows now that I'm working with it, so it wants to work with me. So we work with each other. So this is how we communicate on a level where all things are sacred. So we're gonna once again take this beautiful piece. We're making little pieces to put into this piece, and we're making other pieces at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how we're going to take this piece and this, and we're going to put it together. So we're gonna start the flow with setting our intentions with the spiral, turning into a bale, like I said before, where you can hang something. And then we're going to say, with all the love in the entire universe, all of the gratitude and all of the appreciation, let it spiral in and out of my breath. Your breath is key to this challenge today. How far in can you breathe before you have to turn around and breathe back out? Spiraling in, spiraling out, spiraling in, spiraling out, spiraling in, spiraling out. That's how we do it. Our breath, our lungs, the key to existence is the ebb and the flow. Can't always hold your breath in. Try. All right, hold it as long as you can. It's the only breath you get. Hold it. You can't hold it that long, can you? No, because we need the balance of both breaths, and it's not just holding one or the other. We actually have to continuously breathe in a frequency pattern of rhythm, heart rate variability, HRV rhythm, the pulsing of the 7.83 hertz rhythm of how the earth beats and pulses and spirals and twists and turns in and out of all molecules, including the ones that you're breathing in your lungs right now as it spirals in and out and in and out. So we're pulsing with the tides up and down and to and through and spiraling in the larger global electric circuit, where it is that current stream of energy and information coming from the sun. Well, it's actually not coming from the sun. The sun's gathering that energy from something else, and then the sun has the energy, and then the sun uses that, what it needs is, and then it beams out the rest through Birkeland currents that come at the earth and dance in spirals through the earth's atmosphere all around, to and through, in a vortex toroidal flow of infinite non-disruptive phase interactions. Some call it wave interference, non-destructive wave interference patterns, and then there's destructive wave interference patterns. Obviously, we know this. So what we're going to do is we're going to harmonize ourselves currently with the non-destructive wave interference spiral dynamics of life that we call implosion technology, zero-point energy frequency devices, zero-point energy frequency devices. Yeah, that's right. Vortex energy, implosion. It's the way that all of our new technology is going to be working here soon, here on this planet. We don't need to do some of this primitive stuff we've been doing for so long. And we have all these other technologies. Don't get into this question of why it hasn't been here and how come it's taken so long and how come we had to go through this process and all this stuff, because who cares? Stop asking why and what ifs for things that don't matter. If you're gonna spiral through life and you're gonna go down a spiral, you wanna go down the right spiral. Like, how does it get better than this? I love my life. This is the best day ever. I woke up, I tuned in, I'm keeping up, I'm making art, I'm doing what I'm passionate about doing, I'm sharing with myself and others, I'm creating, I'm imagining, I'm flowing, I'm growing, I'm knowing, I'm laughing, dancing, singing, playing, I'm doing all of the things that I'm supposed to be doing, being me. Yes, that's true. Who made the directions for me to be me? I don't know, but just like this spiral, 300 million year old spiral, ammonite fossil from Madagascar, inspired this right here, and how it inspired this, which then spirals through everything in existence. We're starting to learn together how it is that we're supposed to be in this divine harmony without blockages and hindrances, like schools of fish, herds of buffalo, flocks of birds, how they all move together and they have this something that keeps them, you know, migrating into the different places that they need to migrate to. Either it's under the water in the sea, they have no GPS on their phone, they don't have a phone, so somehow they know where they're going. Even the salmon, they know how to go back to where it is they started to do the things that they need to do. It all goes together. I don't know how they know this. I don't know how I know this. How do you know this? How do people ask me, how do you know this? How do you know all that about shapes and sizes and mantras? And well, I don't know how anybody knows anything, but I'm pretty sure that you study, you experience, and you dream and you imagine and you wonder and you explore, and on the adventures of doing all of that, and you come across electricians who are retired and they have old wire. You ask them, hey, I'll give you some of my art for the rest of your wire you're never going to use again, that's just sitting there. And then when you do, as you explore, they give you that wire, you take that wire and you make videos like this and you talk to people out there and you say, hey, check this out, we're going to set intentions, we're going to go around again, we're going to make another coil, we're going to add that coil into the piece that we're working on, which is this piece, inspired by this piece, which is inspired by this piece. They kind of go together as this gigantic spiral. And in this acknowledgement of the gratitude spiral, it means gratitude. That's what the spiral's for. It's a gratitude spiral. I am grateful for this moment in time where I get to consolidate my energy into this now moment, distilling it into a joyful experience of wrapping this wire around this other wire and taking photos with my imagination and encapsulating it into this amazing wire woven amulet talisman as this artifact created right now with intentions set that are flowing and growing and knowing that we are, I am, you are, we are awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. We're awesome. We're awesome. Everybody has potential to be awesome, even if they're not acting like they are. So everybody can grow, everybody can change, everybody can shift. It doesn't matter what you thought you believed in before. You can get rid of old belief systems because they're, you know, they're limited. Usually BS belief systems, bullshit. We call it BS bullshit belief systems. We can always get rid of the bullshit belief systems, BS, by putting in place new belief systems, new BS, new bullshit. If you get really good at it, we won't even call it bullshit anymore. We'll call it life experience. How do you know all that you know? Well, I've gone through it. 27 years of traveling the country in circles. Going in the middle of crazy, amazing places and rock pounding and crystal mining and going into the oceans and shell finding and snorkeling next to sharks and hiking to the tops of mountains and hanging out on volcanoes and climbing redwood trees. Going in and out of sweat lodges, sitting in different temples and ashrams, chanting with different people in the middle of the forests and rainbow gatherings, hanging out at Burning Man with the Fractal Nation, giving thanks to Abracadabra and all those who carry the I Magi Nation. As we imagine a nation full of magicians, we say, I am a jinn. I imagine. I am a jinn. Are you a jinn? I imagine we might all be jinns. If we can unlock that genius inside of ourselves, unlimited genius who commands the genes inside of your body, I am, my wish is my command. Not your wish is my command. Yes, they say I'm an intergalactic time traveling genie and I'm supposed to grant you wishes. Your wish is my command. Actually, my wish is my command. I don't grant people wishes. You grant your own wish. If I were to grant you one wish, it would be You're an unlimited genius, remember that. You command your genes, it's called epigenetics, and that makes you a genie, because a genie has the ability to tell its bottle, its vessel, the body, what to do. Be healthy, be strong. You are, I am healthy, I am strong. So now I told it to be, then I acknowledged it was, and now it is. And so that's how epigenetics works. You gotta go outside of the epi, above the genetics, the below your body. And when you're in that consciousness, where you're above the consciousness, you can program the consciousness with your super consciousness. And so how you do that is through neuro-linguistic programming and reprogramming by clear, cancel, and delete, fold up, and complete, and then it's done. You know how that goes? And in the spiral dynamics of life and how we teach each other how to go through these different lessons and how we learn, my page is about inspiration and motivation to be you, to live up to you, to create the life worth living for yourself. Stop waiting for others to do it for you. Come together with each other, come together with all your friends and family around, come up with a better plan, a solution to all the problems we may be facing in life. Grow gardens with each other, have potlucks with each other, feed each other, care for one another, love each other. Bring back the grassroots family vibration and let go of the mass quantity corporation simulation, consume reality. Hurry up and do what they tell you so that you could get sick, old, and die. And then the next ones that are in line waiting for your place, take it over. Sounds like a assembly line to me. Doesn't sound like handmade art. Doesn't sound like playing your part and doing your best, showing up, waking up, tuning in, and keeping up. Doesn't sound like that. So we have destructive wave interference and non-destructive wave interference. This current reality that a lot of us are living in around us is called destructive interference. That's why we have all of these things that blow things up and kill things, to chop them up into pieces, to look at how they work, to tell you that we know the physics behind this and we understand medicine and healing. When in fact, you can't understand medicine and healing by actually chopping things to pieces and killing them and then saying this is how it works, because that's not how life works. That's how death works. So we have to understand that there's a science of life and a science of death, and then a science of rebirthing ourselves. So the spiral dynamics is that when we go through our lives and we start adding pieces to our puzzle, we start getting into our character building. Not everything is going to go the way that we want or expect it to, and that's totally fine, because that's how things are going to come out maybe better if you allow it to than you could have ever imagined, if you're to just allow the flow to just do its thing. And when it does its thing, you grow with it. And when you grow with it, then instead of me creating the art, actually the art is creating me. Or no, we're creating each other. It's kind of a relationship. So when you're in a healthy relationship with your passion, wake up, tune in, keep up, do the best you possibly can. If you like any of these pieces that I'm building, you can go to, thank you, you can go to my website, Nature's Secret Designs, www.naturessecretdesigns.com, or www.thesacredstage.store instead of .com. Those are my two stores. I have other things going on. You can find me on this Shopify or on this TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube. If you see any of these things that you like here in my video that I put out every day, screenshot it, private message me, and ask me if it's available, and I'll let you know. And you can pick one of these up for yourself. I do mail all over. Have the best day ever. I hope you enjoyed going through that spiral loopy-de-loop in my mind. Like, follow, and subscribe, and share this video if you like my style. Have the best day ever. I'm in Fairfax, California, and San Francisco right now, and I'm just sending a shout out saying bless up. That's right, bless up. Have the best day ever. Pieces available. All kinds of cool stuff. Peace.